This looks like a job for Superman.
Hey guys, Rez the Collector, and we're doing another Superman statue review. I am really happy about this one. I passed him up the first time I saw him because I thought the price was a little high on him. I saw him, he was in a display case at a comic shop near Chicago, and I passed up on him because the box is, $39.95. Now I know most statues go up in value, but with this being a mini, and the price on it was double the box price, I was like, nah. I passed on it. I ended up, that's when I got the big DC Collectibles Dark Side. I ended up picking that up instead. And then I got home and I decided to look him up because I wanted a Bowen. I've wanted one forever. But I want the full-size one, or wanted the full-size one. But that is... it goes for so much crazy money. I've seen it going anywhere from like $500 to $900. And I looked up this, the mini, and this one was the cheapest I saw at that point when I looked it up was like $300. And then when I bought him, I found one online for $150. So, still a lot lower than what they were asking for at the store. This was actually part of another gentleman's collection. I'm not sure if he died or what happened, but the estate sold the stuff to the store, and the store's been slowly piecing out the collection. I don't know if he was more than just a Superman collector. If he was, the rest of the stuff was probably already gone. And this was left, and I'm thankful for that. So when I stopped yesterday, this is really what I was looking for. And I hit a credit at the store, so with the credit, I actually only paid $60 for it. So, enough of me rambling, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the box. As you can see, it was originally a $39.95 statue. You can see a front look at the statue there. On the side, we have an overlay of the S symbol, and it states that this is a Superman miniature statue, and it gives the statue's measurements, and it's a limited edition of 5,000. On the front here, you can see a full profile of the statue. Of course, it does say Superman there, and it shows that the box is showing the actual size of the statue. And then, of course, you have the price that they put on the box. On the other side, we have that S shield overlay again, this time in red, and it says, based upon the original statue designed by Dan Jurgens and sculpted by Randy Bowen with a new form-fitting cape. And then, of course, it has Superman created by, and then it has the date of 1998. And this is the second statue I've picked up recently from that year. The other one being the full-size Man vs. Machine statue. And, of course, you can go check out the review of that one if you want. It's a great statue, amazing. I highly recommend, if you can find that one, picking it up. The top of the box just has yellow background with Superman miniature statue, and then the bottom of the box has the limited edition number. And mine is 1,279 of 5,000. Alright, and I think we saw on this side the year, and of course the trademark information. So let's go ahead and set him aside, or the box aside I should say, and let's actually take a look at the statue itself. Get a little closer on it, and then I'll try to get him better into camera view. Bear with me, guys. Alright, there we go. So, as you can see, it is Superman in his classic look. Of course, it's going to be, as this was from 1998. It is, like I said, based on the art by Dan Jurgens, sculpted by Randy Bowen. Let me just go ahead and say that I love this statue. Now this was, like I said, previously owned, so my base does have some scuffing on it here that I believe that is not supposed to be there. I've never seen another of these, either in person, well, in person. I've never seen another one in person. I've seen pictures of them, but mostly when you see a picture of it, it's like from this angle, so you don't get a real good look at the base. So I'm thinking that that stuff isn't supposed to be there. But to me, really, it gives the base, because it's kind of a brownish, bronzish type thing, and it kind of gives it more character. or I'm trying to convince myself that it gives him more character. But it's just the base. The statue itself is in just phenomenal condition. We take a look here. It's got some dust on it, so I do need to clean him up. But I'm trying to get through a bunch of reviews today, so I probably won't clean him up today, and I'm going to do it with Q-tips, and I don't have any down here. Alright, I'm enough rambling. So he has the classic red boots, that classic royal blue. He does have the underwear, and they went with the gold belt buckle. A lot of the statues and things like that tend to go with the gold belt buckle, but the majority of the time in comics, and the time that this came out, that belt buckle was generally yellow. The face is an awesome sculpt, especially for the size. You can see that nice chiseled chin. You've got that awesome S curl there, and this looks like almost like he's showing contempt. I don't know. Got to look it down like, screw you, everybody. I'm Superman. But you may think that you recognize this statue, and if you don't know, and I'm sure there's some of you out there who don't know, but most of you probably do, the Randy Bowen full-size statue was the statue that you saw on the Seinfeld show. There was something Superman mentioned somehow in every single episode of Seinfeld. And for a good portion of those episodes, on his back shelf, where like his computer and everything was, there was always this Superman standing on one of the shelves. Of course, it was the full size, but I think that's one of the reasons why the Randy Bowen statue is so astronomically priced, is because of its connection with Seinfeld. Again, he wouldn't have had the mini. He had the full size there in the studio on the set. But that's where you recognize this from. And I've always wanted that statue. You know, when I was younger watching Seinfeld, I always saw that Superman in the background. I'm like, man, that's an awesome statue. And my brother would be like, shut up, we're watching Seinfeld. And I'm like, well, Superman. But, yeah, that's where this statue gets a lot of its recognition. Not that, I mean, actually a lot of Bowen's work goes for quite a bit of money. My brother's big into Marvel, of course, because he doesn't like good stuff like DC like I do. But he wants a Daredevil statue, and there's a cool Daredevil statue by Bowen that he was looking at that was also really, really highly priced. And I can see, you know, Bowen's an amazing sculptor. Nothing here is over accentuated. You know, I mean, he doesn't look roided up as Superman can have a tendency to look. He looks like a muscular guy. He looks like more slim and streamlined. He's not bulky, and I do like this look. I love the S. The S is actually raised up. It's not painted on. It's not a sticker. It's actually raised up, and I love that on this statue. That S is beautiful, as well as the back, the yellow S, also sculpted as a piece on there, and it's not a sticker. It's not just paint. And this one is a little deeper than the one on the front. It's a little bit bigger of a piece. And that's just fantastic. I mean, look at the detailing on here. That is just so awesome. I love the yellow S. Even the black S. If they want to do the black S for the new 52, that's fine. But he needs to have an S in the back of the cape. I would love it, prefer it to be a yellow S. But if they got to stick with the black, that's fine. But we need to see that in the movies. You know, I mean, pretty much everything, and I've said this before, I've said it in another video, so I apologize that I'm reiterating this. The only thing recently that has come out where Superman has the S in the back of his cape was Superman Unbound. Everything else, from basically the animated series since then, has been missing the S in the back of the cape. We had it in Lois and Clark. He had it in the back of that. But yeah, everything since then, aside from Superman Unbound, we've been missing the yellow S on the cape. And I think even in the, if you look at that Superman 75 years short video that they did, it's on the Man of Steel Blu-ray, and you can go look at it on the DC YouTube page. that yellow S is there. When you see him flipping around, I mean, until we get to the new 52, and that S is black, they have that S in the back of the cape. Whether it be yellow or black, that is an integral part of Superman's costume. I mean, other than that, he could just be any dude with red boots and a red cape. There are other heroes that have that look. Not many, but there are other red capes and red boots, and I mean, if without that S, it's defining. It's really, I mean, it's part of. I don't know, I'm rambling again. I'm sorry, but that S is important, and even if they have it being a black S, that really needs to be in the next Man of Steel. It really does. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be like, well, I'm not seeing it. I'm still going to see it, probably multiple times, but I want to see that. It's not hard. The cape's CGI anyway. How hard is it to just stick a yellow S or a black S on a CGI cape and make it rippling with everything else? It's not difficult. Some dude could probably do it in between donuts or something. I don't know. But it needs to be on there. Now that I've rambled for many minutes, let's go ahead and finish this off. I do love the head sculpt. The hair is awesome. It is that deep black. I would have liked to maybe seen some blue highlights in here because I love it. I was getting a closer look to make sure they weren't blue highlights and I wasn't talking out of my ass. I do love when they include the blue highlights. But just a fantastic rendition of Superman. I'm so happy to have him in my collection. I know a lot of you guys out there have him. Stu, you've got both versions. Travis, I believe you've got the mini. Bowen. Yeah, he's just one of those must-have pieces. If you can get the full size, if you can't, the miniature is fantastic. But as I'm again running long on yet another video, I'm going to go ahead and end this here, guys. I do want to thank you for watching. This is Rez the Collector. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and you have a great night.